Alright, so in this video we're going to give you a full walkthrough of the Disney Fantasy. Now the Disney Fantasy just got out of dry dock. It's been in Europe for the last few months and they've just done some repairs. So in this video we're going to walk through the whole ship, show you what to expect. Now if you've already seen a video about this before, we're going to include the latest changes. So stay tuned because this is going to be one of the most comprehensive ones and one of the newest updates about the Disney Fantasy. So let's go. Alright, and we're starting on deck 1 forward, and this is where you're going to see your health center. So if you start getting sick, this is where you're going to come in to get some help. And here are the hours. So it's open from 8:30 to noon, 2 to 6:30. One tip here is if you start getting motion sick. So yes, if you do get motion sickness, they do include basic Dramamine for adults. But keep in mind that if you do want it for your kids, if you want the kids version, that one does cost. I want to say it's a few dollars. So just keep that in mind, but better to be prepared. But yes, if there is a health emergency, this is where you're going to come. Deck 1 forward. Okay, so now we're going to move on to deck number 2 and show you one of the restaurants there, Enchanted Garden. So let's go. Throughout each deck, you'll find cool Disney art. So this is what you see going up to deck 2. Alright, so this is the middle of deck 2, and if we keep going, we go through this corridor. Sometimes you'll see ducks hidden in here. This is Enchanted Garden. This is one of the most beautiful restaurants. Let me get a quick peek here inside. There we go. This is where you're gonna park if you're bringing a mobility scooter, a wheelchair. This is where it gets parked. Or if you need assistance, this is where they'll get it from.
Or a stroller.
This is let me show you what's on the menu today. So here we go. You'll still see these screens throughout each of the main restaurants. So there's the main dinner, caramel macadamia cheesecake tart, looks like, for dessert. Here are the appetizers, so just a small preview, but yeah, you can check out the menu outside or check the app. And then here's the outside of it. And now future Luis is going to insert some footage from the front. As we walk towards the back, one of the detective games is going to be here. So if you do play that, there's one on deck 2. Disney Vacation Club is going to be on this deck too. So if you want to make an appointment with a rep to learn more about Disney Vacation Club, here's where you can do that. 2 restrooms are going to be here, men and women. There's a few elevators. There's more rooms on that side. And then if we go up, this is going to take us back to deck 3. So this is where the tour continues. All right, so now to the lobby.
Sounds busy.
It's going to be a little bit busy here. It's more lively. This is where everything's happening. The main elevators. So let's start on the left side. So this is guest services. There's always cool photo op opportunities here on this side. Normally you'll see a chair. Guest services is open 24 hours. If you have any issues with your room, This is where you're gonna come. There's some sitting areas also here. Hey, Cindy. So yeah, very busy right now. Here's the main atrium, sitting here. A lot of your photo ops are gonna be on this side. Let's see what we have today. So today is Pirate Night. So there's these cool pirate backdrops. Arrgh. This is gonna be on this side. There's also Royal Court. So this is one of the princess themed restaurants. Here's the main entrance. Let's see what's on the menu today. This is for children. Ooh, chicken grilled Alfredo, chicken tenders, pork loin.
The same menu at every restaurant because it's Pirate Night.
I think it's gonna be the same menu because it's Pirate Night. But yeah, this is the lunch menu. So here at Royal Court, you can do lunch here, or you can do dinner. Lunchtime hours are 12 to 1:30. And now feature Luis is gonna insert some footage from the inside of Royal Court. All right, let's go back to the main court. And this is, there's gonna be live performances here. Very typical to see music. This is where a lot of the gatherings happen. The main elevators are going to be here too. And let me give you a quick glance at the whole atrium here. So you can see very beautiful. There's a famous chandelier. 3 decks. Of course, Minnie, the main statue there. The grand stairs. A lot of the character meetups are going to be here in the middle, deck 4. We're sitting on this side. If you want to relax through the window, just chill, you can do that. There's more photo ops on this side. Usually this is where the captain will show up. And then if you come over the other side, there's more stairs. So if you're trying to go down to Enchanted Garden, you can also get to it from these stairs. It's all connected. Let's make a loop on the other side of deck 3. And if we keep going to the back here on deck 3, we'll hit the other main restaurant, which is Animator's Palate. Here's another good opportunity for a photo op. You got the large portholes. You can just sit here, look for dolphins, whales. What a nice day today. All right, so let's go down this corridor. This is also another entrance to Royal Court. So you can come through the front or you can come through here. So here we go. This is where you can also come in. And there's the menu again. It shows, I think this is supposed to be the accessible entrance.
Yeah.
So here we are now. We're deck 3 Midship. Let's keep going. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Pause to include some of the cool art here on the left. All right, now we come to Animator's Palette, and here's the menu. Here's what they're offering today. Okay, so this one is showing the pirate menu. Jack Treasure of the Seas, jerk chicken. So looks like we have some good stuff coming up. And Animator's Palette, this is where they're gonna do the, this is the one theme after Nemo. And this is where they do the show where you can talk to, what's his name, Crush the turtle. So they do this cool show where he basically interacts with the guest and he starts talking to you. It's pretty cool, so make sure to get that. Everybody! they also do the part where it's the animated show,
Where
right?
you
Where you
draw,
draw, you
yeah.
make a drawing and they make a cartoon out of it. It's pretty cool. So definitely be sure to catch that. And then I'm just gonna show this area here. All right, so I'm just gonna come in inside and show Animator's palette. So look at the theming is after a lot of the characters that you can draw. And then you see the chairs have this Mickey theming. Very nice. Usually the screens would be on and it would show Crush the turtle going around. But yeah, this is what it looks like.
It's like
Notice that the cord here, these support beams, they're actually paintbrushes
or pencils.
or pencils.
It's all
Yeah.
themed around the animators, the Disney animators.
So yes, so yeah, very very nice touches. So if you're into cool theming, you'll appreciate a lot of the stuff that they put out in here. Some Ratatouille stuff here. Very nice. So yeah, we love this restaurant. We one of the cool things about these long cruises is that you really get to explore the restaurants, right? So Disney has a rotational dining. So you're gonna have the same table number for the duration of your sailing, and it's gonna be the same server team, and they basically follow you around. You go through different restaurants, right? So if your first night is Animator's Palette, then the next one's gonna be Enchanted, and then Royal Court. So here, over to the right of Animator's Palette, you're gonna find the restroom. So if you need to step out for a little bit, you can do that. And then sometimes you can also enter to here. There'll be an entrance in here. You can see the menu again. And then if you take the stairs, this will take you straight into the Europa region. All right, so let me show you the adult section here. It's called Europa. So very similar to the District Lounge at the Dream. And the first bar we see is the Tube, similar to Evolution.
So where is everyone?
This is the Tube, which is themed after British subway, basically. So you can come in here, you feel like you're riding a British train. First class, £1 57 cents. That must have been 20 years ago because it's not that cheap. But yeah, pretty cool theming. So this is where you're gonna see like the silent DJ party. They do a lot of trivia here. Uh, some like couple games that they do here, marriage shows. Look at the theming. Look at these British seats. It's pretty cool. And you can see someone's jamming out, getting ready. Let me see if we can see the menu so you can see what kind of cocktails you can get here. That's the DJ right there fixing up some tunes. But yeah, this is very nice. I like the theming. So if you've been on the Dream, this is basically gonna be like Evolution. And then yeah, for when the boat is rocky, you can just hold on right here so you don't fall. Or if you've had too many cocktails, that will save you too. And if we keep walking here, I think we're gonna see the pub. Let me show you that. Let's see. Ooh, it's a little bit different. So this is La Piazza. Ooh, so it looks like an Italian piazza, basically. Super cool. Then this is where they do the late night buffet. So I want to say it starts at like 10, 11, something like that. One thing different from the Dream is that they have this center bar. It's pretty cool. I think this is part of the plaza. Oh, Gil's Pub is going to be here on the top. All right. So this is the pub. So Gil's Pub here. You can see this is more laid back. This is where you're going to see your beer drinkers. think if you're trying to catch a sports game, this is where you want to be too. Let's see what they have on tap. So looks like we got Guinness, Carlsberg, Peroni, Saint Benoit, Meantime. So, no, it's all good. So here's your beer selection here. So you got some lagers, pale ales, ciders, red ales, some reds, browns, wheats. So this is what I'll be drinking probably. Franciscana. That's your wheaty beer. And then they do some cocktails too, even though it might not be the specialty, right? You mostly come here for the beer. But they do have some selections, some Irish whiskeys, and some stuff that you can get on bottle. Some like special beers. Some activities happening at O'Gill's Pub. Some drawing classes, which I guess after a few pints, everybody's a better drawer. So I'm assuming this is where the live music is. I don't know if it's a piano or like a band. But yeah, this is your Lu Piazza, European style center bar. Very nicely themed. I love it. Some of the cocktails, let's see. So looks like you got some Italian cocktails. I see a lot of Apparel based ones, Campari ones, some spritz, a lot of that. So that seems to be the specialty, as well as some Italian liqueurs and Italian wines. So yeah, this is gonna be more Italian heavy. So if you fancy a nice Italian cocktail, this is a good place to try. All right, finally, this is Oh La La. So this is like very cozy, intimate, elegant. So this reminds me a lot of the Pink Champagne Bar. Very dark. So this is perfect for a date night, seems like. We'll check out the menu here in a second, but yeah, this makes you feel like royalty. Oh, look, they have the piano here. So yeah, get some piano action. Very nice. Look at these seats. Feels like where Donald Trump would sit and have a cocktail. This is very nice. And then yeah, the menu is very similarly themed to Pink Champagne. So yeah, you can see it's very bubbly themed. So yeah, they're known for like their champagne, sparkling wine. Yeah, the menu, the cocktails are actually very similar to Pink Champagne. It's just they still have the pineapple julep, the prestige, the elder bubble. So yeah, the drinks seem to be identical to Pink Champagne. It's just different theming. So yeah, that's nice. So yeah, very nice. Hopefully the footage shows up. It's a little dark inside. But yeah, very nice. Then you can exit this way and you're back at La Piazza. And then finally here in Europa, you also have Skyline Lounge. So this is the one known for uh, like martinis and like specialty old fashions. And this one's really nice because as you sit here, the screen changes and you get different skylines, and each skyline features a different menu. So I'll overlay some footage here to show, but this is one of the nicest lounges, I would say, for cocktails. This is the exit here. Nice. Europa. All right, so now let's return through deck 3. We're going to go back to the middle and show you some of the other stuff we missed. So let me speed up the footage a little bit. Okay, we're back to Midship now. And the main bar here is going to be Bon Voyage. That means good trip in French, right? So you're going to find a lot of cool cocktails here. Let me give you a quick preview. So you have some champagne, white wines, red wines. Porthole. Porthole's a cool experience. This is what they age some of their own spirits into special spices, and then it comes out super flavorful. So I highly recommend it if you're into infusion. So they do that with rum or bourbon. It's really good. If you're bringing your kiddos, they can hang out in here, and you can order them drinks such as the cotton candy or the bubble gum. So this is one of the few bars where you can actually, it's encouraged, if you want to have your kids, you can totally do it.
Good.
So yes, that's Bon Voyage. It's a very common bar for meetups. It's in the center of the action. So look for that. And now we're gonna head into the stores. The stores are gonna be deck 3. Some restaurants here before. And let's head into, this is Mickey's Mainsail. Do a quick look of the merch here. Show your stuffies.
Everybody's shopping.
You want to go through this way or
If we
around
keep
that way?
going through the other way, you see you can get some essentials like medicine, sunscreen, diapers. A lot of that is available here. Your magnets, mugs are gonna be here.
These are cute.
This is a nice funnel mug. Some Disney Cruise Line cups. There's more merch, exclusive shirts to Disney Cruise Line. That's a boat lounge fly.
Cruise lounge fly. That is
This seemed like
$100.
the more practical one, but it's nice. $100.
Yes.
These are some of the European shirts. That's the back of it. It looks like right now these are on sale, 40% off.
Yeah.
That's the polo here.
Good deal.
If you do need a Disney band to make it easier to pay, get in your room, they do have those too. And then on this side, you have all your pirate accessories. So if you forgot to dress up for pirates, that's all available here. This is a nice one. $32.99 for that. It's a nice shirt right there. That's a cool Stitch one. And then these are like the baseball edition Disney Cruise Line shirts. Some mini tank tops. As well as the Disney Cruise Line ears. More cool mugs. More ears. These are going to be the fantasy official. These are the official ears of this ship. As well as other different kinds. All right, now we're going to go across to Sea Treasures.
The luggage is new.
It's
I
more
believe.
exclusive luggage to Disney Cruise Line. Then this design or this pattern is new.
I think these
And there's
might.
more merch.
I don't know if these are new, but I don't recall seeing them. These are. I'm not sure. There's no price.
So it looks like on this side more adult apparel. So a lot of cool polos, sweaters, shirts. More lounge flies here. This is the official lounge fly for the fantasy. More fantasy shirts. I think this is the official fantasy gear. So if you want to just go fully out with fantasy stuff, it's all in this section. More lounge flies over here. Some unique designs. And then more of the same European shirt goes on the other side. There's more polos here. And then there's some specific ones to the transatlantic voyage. So these are cool.
I just don't see price.
As you exit, see treasures. To the right now you have diamonds and wishes. I'll give a quick overview. I'm not really a jewelry expert, so I'll just highlight it real quick. But yes, if you do want to buy bracelet, earrings, all that is available here. So here's more stuff here. You can even buy purses if you want. Louis Vuitton stuff. So yeah, if you wanna get your luxury shopping on, if you want your significant other to upgrade your jewelry, your carats, you can certainly do that here. Look at those Mickey piercings. So yeah, some cool stuff here if you want some jewelry. Looks like some bag collections too. Let me see that.
This one is a wallet.
Okay.
Yeah, they have on sale.
Okay, how much are these ones?
This one runs to, let me check it.
Okay,
Hublot watches. I'm sure
Sorry.
I'm mispronouncing that.
look at all the things.
So if you're into fine watches, they got you covered here.
This one's just as big though.
So that's it for the jewelry. We're gonna exit here before Jen decides she wants to buy something. Looks like here in the middle
I'll
we
be coming
got
back later.
Pirate Stitch. Pirate Stitch making an appearance. Look at that. All right, we're gonna keep going to the forward of deck 3 so we can show you the Walt Disney Theater. So this is where they're gonna play a lot of the main shows. Like so far we've seen Aladdin. That's at the Walt Disney Theater. You can access it through deck 3 or deck 4. And looks like tonight we have Aladdin. Preludes is closed right now, but this is where you're gonna get your snacks, popcorn, or overlay some footage that doesn't show it close. But you can get some drinks, snacks, similar stuff you can expect like at a cinema.
Do you want to go up to
Let's keep
4?
it going. Show you the other side. All right, now let's go up to deck number 4. This is where you can also access the Walt Disney Theater. Although I think Preludes is only available on one side. Let me double check. So he has no Preludes on this side, but I believe on the other side they do still sell popcorn. So here's the Walt Disney Theater. And then if we keep going further,
It's actually open.
to the Buena Vista Theater, they do have. So this is Buena Vista is where they play the movies. So let's see what they're playing today. Walt Disney Archives, Designing Disney, Kingswell to Burbank. Otherwise, they have Lilo and Stitch later and Toy Story. So then, yes, here on deck 4, you can get yourself some popcorn. If you buy the bucket, you can refill for only $175. It's a really good deal. You can also get alcoholic beverages or soda, wine, or some sweets. Similar selection to Preludes. So you have 3 options if you're coming to the theater. So now let's keep going on deck 4. So Shutters is gonna be here. So if you need to review any of your photos, this is where you can do that. So for us, we don't have a package, but we did do the main photo. So it shows up right there. You just scan, you tap your watch or your key card, and then you can start previewing the photos, and then you can decide if you want to buy or not. All right, just more stations here. So you have plenty of stations to review some photos. And then if we go left here, there's a lot of areas to chill. And you're also gonna see Buena Vista Cafe, I believe it's called. No, Vista Cafe. So here's Vista Cafe. So this is where you're gonna find your premium coffee. Let me show the menu here. So you get some frappes, some mochas, some juices, kombucha, some specialty cocktails right there, some teas, and then there is snacks that you can grab. These are complimentary, so you just ask and they'll serve it to you. So these are available all the time, but they do have to be served. And then a lot of the other items are going to be here. So Vista Cafe. Get one of these carts. Your sixth coffee is free. So we've done 2. We have a few more to go on this 14-day sailings. Very easy to hit that. All right, so we'll continue on this side, and there's some cool seating options here. And then there's a area here for port shopping. What is this? Oh, Disney Vacation Club. So I guess if you have specific questions to Disney Vacation Club, you can also get those answered here. I think the one I showed early at the bottom, deck 2, that was more for like appointments. But yes, looks like they do provide some more assistance here. Just giving another preview to the Atrium from a higher angle. Just making a quick pit stop to get some coffee. When you order here at Vista Cafe, they always come with these cool caricatures. And today we have Elsa. So you can, if you don't specify, they'll just give you something random. Otherwise, you can request your own if you want. All right, well, we're in deck 4. We're gonna go outside and show you what that looks like. Really beautiful day today. All right, so one of the activities you can do outside is play Shuffleboard. It's a very cool game. There's gonna be water fountains on this side. You can get some really cool photos. Look at this gorgeous day today. More games. And then this is if you're trying to stay active during your cruise. So this is where you're gonna do your runs. So basically every 2.5 laps is 1 mile. So if you're trying to do 2 miles, you want to do 5 laps, and just make sure that you stay on the ride, just so you're not interfering with the runners. Otherwise, you might get ran over. And at these places, sometimes don't be surprised if special characters come out. So a lot of times the characters, like sometimes you'll see Mickey, Pluto, Marvel characters that are repositioning to another side, and there's all these like special entrances. So it's not unusual to see them just randomly wander here on deck 4. You can see this guy here is doing a fast walk. You also want to be careful because sometimes they're doing work. And this is also how you're going to access Edge. So Edge is on this side. And if you come here, take up the stairs, and that takes you right to Edge. All right, this is Edge. So when you come in, you have your water bottle. It's a very nice, I think this is like the disco area. So this is gonna be your dance party area where they do like a lot of activities, like could be karaoke, musical chairs, big screen right there. You get these cool chairs, nice hangout area. So all this used to be part of Vibe, now it's part of Edge. So the kids play a lot of games here. We got a foosball table here. They can play some, they can do checkers. They can do some craps in here. And then more board games here. So it's a very nice hangout area. Some of the kids right now are playing stacking cups. So So the cast members here are showing them. So
Ready?
she's really good. Oh yeah, and then Jen just noticed this. This is a service animal relief area. So if you are bringing your dog on board, this is where they're gonna do their business. Yeah, that's Edge. And if we keep going, just nothing but doors for the crew members. Really not much to see here. Just be careful because sometimes these open. So there's the official jogging direction. So 2.5 miles, 2.5 laps is 1 mile. Let's keep this going. This is going to be the entrance to Vive. So Vive and Edge are now combined. They are in the same deck. Vive used to be really huge, and it's been divided now. So now all the tweens and teens are together. One of the downsides of that is that Vive has less space. But one of the pro sides for those in Edge is that Edge and Vive now share the same deck space. So if you're trying to get some outdoor time, they both have that same space. So, I guess that's nice, but otherwise Vive has gotten a lot smaller. And we'll show footage of that here shortly. But you can access all that through Deck 4. All right, and this is Vive, which is accessible through the 4th floor. So you go outside the deck, you take the stairs. I'll show you what that looks like. So we have these cool windows here where you can chill. Foosball table. Okay. This is like a huge chill area. And right now they're playing a movie, but I can see some video games in the distance. Is there an event happening? Killian's chilling here in one of the screens. Oh, it has its own personal TV, and I like that it has USB plugs so you can plug your phone and browse. I guess this is like the cards craft area. You can play games like Uno. Sadly, I can't show the outside because the weather is really bad. There's like a really nice area here in the back, kind of like a pool area where teens can chill. They have their own like jacuzzi, like their own lounge chairs and stuff. It's really nice, but right now the weather is bad, so we'll come back and do that later. And here they have their own cool restroom, which if you come in, it basically looks like you're going to a club. So that's the restroom. So yeah, guys, this is all for Vive. So that room right there used to be part of Vive 2. Now that's Edge, but it's closed right now because Edge, it's open. And obviously this part is closed because that's the outdoor deck. So yeah, looks like Vive got a lot smaller with the changes. All right, now we're on the other side. This is the port side. So when the sun is coming out, it's really nice. This is where you can get a nice suntan. Oh, look, this is looks like the rescue boat. So if they need to go on a mission, this is what they're gonna use. It's like a great day to be playing shuffleboard. Beautiful blue water, clear skies. There's another water station on this side. So this is gonna have the standing one. So if you have refillable water bottles, this is where you can come in. More shuffleboard accessories. You can sit back in this chair and just enjoy the sunrise or sunset. A lot of lounging chairs. This is very popular when the sun is rising. Otherwise, when the sun is setting, you'll see more people on the other side, people that are trying to get some sun. All right, tour continues. Ran into some Bills fans, so Jen had to say hi. Just a gorgeous day today. Hopefully, more of this for the next 6 sea days that we have coming up. And yeah, more lounge chairs. Jen's gonna model it here, so if you just want to relax, read a book, just stare at the horizon, these are nice lounge chairs to do that. More water fountains here. Oh, these are the infamous portholes where the incident happened. So you can see now that they have protection. So for little kids, obviously you want to pay attention, make sure they're not climbing. But if they do climb now, then they have to go up a little bit higher now. But yeah, I would still just, watch out for your children because they could easily climb in there if they wanted. But yeah, it's still open, but they've just covered it a little bit at the bottom. Let's keep going here. We're almost done with one lap. And one lap is exactly 0.4 miles. Got a runner coming. Some more crew area. You can see all the cables driving the internet here, or the network that they've set up. All right, so this is pretty much the end of the lap. That's it for deck 4. Now we're gonna climb up and show you. All right, now we're up on deck 5 aft. We're gonna take you to the kids clubs. That's gonna be in 5 mid. So let's take you there. So if you're coming from the adult area, you're just gonna take the stairs up. Just a quick climb here. Hello. I'm gonna go left here. Let's see if we can show you the Pepe door. This one's really cute. It's like a little tiny door. And I don't know if you can still do this, but you used to be able to call this number and like Pepe would answer you. So yeah, you can call it right here from your room. So if you want to play a fun game with your kids, it's something that you can do. All right, let's keep going. This is so at the beginning, you're gonna run into Oceaneer's lab first, and then here's the lab. So this one's gonna be open a little bit later. So this is the one that's open till midnight. The club closes at 11, and let me show you what that's like. So similar setup as the club, but the lab is gonna have more specific room areas. So like for example, this is your media lounge. So I think here they just play movies, and kids can just chill and watch. You have the craft studio, and this is where kids are gonna make crafts. So I know Killian's been making some paper stuff, origami. So this is all done in here. Similar to the club, they have this middle area where you can play. There's all kinds of interactive games. Then on this side, I believe that's where characters come out sometimes, and they do like dance parties and stuff. So like yesterday, they had a pajama party, and I think that's where the characters come out of. You have interactive tables that do quizzes. Like, let's see, what's the name of this bird? Let's say swan. Yes, you're correct. Here in the back is where all the cool kids hang out playing video games. So they have a bunch of Wii games, like Mario and other stuff. So kids, if your kids are into Wii multiplayer games, they're gonna love this area. This is your restroom area to the right of the video games. Nicely themed rooms. That's your water station. This is what they wash their hands. Nice Mickey mirror. And then this is Animator Studio. So this is where you're gonna do a lot of drawings and be inspired by some of the magic characters. And then finally you got the Explorer's Room, where you get to practice like a captain and navigate a full ship. So this is the lab. And then there's also the club. Both are connected. Usually if they're in one, if they're at the lab and it closes, they'll send them to the club or vice versa. And usually one of them will stay open till midnight. So let's make a quick little walk and I will make it to the club. And just make sure that when you do this, you register your kids. If you have your own magic band, they can incorporate that into the check-in, check-out process. And you can do that when you check into your cruise, so during embarkation day. If you don't have your own band, then you can borrow one from them. They'll charge you $25 to start, and once you return it, you get that back. Okay, and then this is the club is gonna be here.
Yeah, it's him.
And then towards the very end, we have, let me show you some of the activities here today. So some cards tournaments, scavenger hunt. Of course, hygiene is very important at Disney Kids Club, so all the kids have to wash their hands upon entering. All right, here's the entrance of the Kids Club. I think they'll do like a bunch of games here it's an interactive screen. And let's see if we can check out what's new since dry dock. So this is Andy's room. I don't think anything new here. So here's the famous card, Slinky, giant TV. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So this makes you feel like you're right in the movie. Mr. Potato Head. Very nice theme in here. The piggy, and then sometimes characters come out of that. Like it's not surprising to see Andy, Jesse come out, so we'll see. This is Superhero Academy by Marvel, which was previously the Infinity Room.
So it's like a Bat and Black Panther.
So this one looks like it's themed after Doctor Strange.
I don't know what those are. They look creepy. They got a good face. Looks like this game right here.
Looks like a lot of cool artifacts here. Black Panther, Ant-Man.
These are drawers. Or you can open it.
I don't know what's behind here. Guessing they opened these. Maybe that's where all the video games are. Some type of Doctor Strange game here in the back. You tell what it does?
No.
Oh look, there's an Xbox. So I'm guessing this is some type of video game that's just not activated right now. There's also this section which I'm assuming it's for like crafts and stuff. So the kids can play. And then I don't know what's in here.
We have like a big
So yeah, it's a cool room. It's more themed heavily towards Marvel.
all the different states.
And I guess we'll report back on Killian to see what else they do inside here. Now we're entering Pixie Hollow.
Killian sees a little water. He's like, let me record.
So there's
Like around kids.
it's like Mickey Carpenter.
Looks like an area for more crafts here. Got this cool TV. Yeah, I don't know what they do in this room. It seems like it's more crafty.
So there's like some trees decorated. So
Maybe they play movies. I don't know.
I think these
Nice couch here. This cool tree table here where you can do some crafts, do some painting. It's got all the crayons in here. This is the Star Wars area. So this is themed after, similar to like Millennium Falcon. So it's a simulation.
to pick the level.
Play some games here.
You'll be riding on the chief.
Very cool theming.
Wings is more like the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon, right.
It used to be one big one. Now it's 3 small ones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's always been like that. Yeah, seems like they modernized it a little bit. School table here in the middle, more controls here. Very cool theming. I'm not sure what this is. Some type of game. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if you're supposed to like design something, but the controls do move. More controls on this side. I don't know what these do. I don't know if they actually do anything or it's just, you know, kids just mess around, pretend something's happening. They do have USB, so I don't know if this connects to something, but yeah. Very cool theming for Star Wars. This is called a Star Wars command post.
So when the buttons break, that's these you like.
Killian supposedly know what these games does and is trying to explain it.
This one, I don't know what you do with that. I don't know if that's.
These are the restroom areas. You can tell they're very kid friendly, height appropriate. Water for the kiddos. And then more washing stations here. And then of course if they need to use toilets, they're properly themed here.
So
And from the club you can go to the lab. Wait, they have,
yeah, there's Connect 4.
oh, looks like they're doing some games here. That's new.
I don't think you can go through right now.
So these used to be connected. Right now it's closed.
For other kids.
And then if we keep going, it's a Small World nursery is gonna be here. And these are the times. So this is gonna be 3 and under. It does require a reservation, and I believe it cost $8 an hour. Is that right? Here's a quick preview inside of what it looks like. It's a Small World. So obviously the theming is after the ride. So you can get in here. It's like a replica of the boat a little bit. Very nice. And then yeah, you do have to make reservations. Do it on the app, and it's $10 an hour. And obviously your kids can sleep here if they need a nap or something. And they also do, unlike the club, the lab where you're expected to feed them. Here they do snacks. So, you know, something to keep in mind if you're leaving your kids here. All right, thank you. If you are looking for beach accessories, Whozits and Whatzits. Whozits and Whatzits has you covered. So you can get some swim trunks. There's hats, glasses, sunscreen, goggles, swimwear for any occasion. and towels. So yes, this place with the announcement of Castaway Key, the new stop, I'm sure a lot of people were not prepared for sunscreen, and but not to worry, they do have you covered here. Here's a closer look at some of the selections. So you got goggles, you got all these types of sunscreens, Dramamine, Advil, you got diapers, hats, sunglasses, different types of hats. You got some sandals. This is a nice sun shirt, UPF 50 plus. You got towels, cups, refillable cups, more sunglasses here. Some more accessories here, more cups, shirts for this is for the kiddos. Some cool Mickey Crocs, mini Crocs, and baby Crocs. So yeah, if you forgot your beach accessories, they got you covered here. So in terms of pools, you have two options. So here's Mickey's pool, and here are the hours, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The water depth here is 2 feet or 61 centimeters. And you're not allowed to wear diapers on this one. So you have to have kids that are potty trained. And here's what it looks like. Proper Mickey shape. Right now, because of the movement of the boat, it's close. But this is where you're gonna see a lot of the little kids. And if you don't have strong swimmers, they do provide a life vest. So those are all available. You also have the Mickey slide, which is intended for ages 4 to 14. You have to be at least 38 inches to ride it, one kid at a time. And it's just a simple slide. Just look for the yellow ones. You climb up the stairs, and it has the giant Mickey hand. It's a really fun one for the kids. For the bigger kids pool, we have Donald's Pool, open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And so for this one, the water's not as shallow, so 1.6 meters, 5.3. So if you don't have strong swimmers, definitely recommend the swimming vests, which are conveniently provided here to the right. And right now it's closed, but you can see this is the more circular one. So this is the non-Mickey pool. It is deep. This one does get crowded. Make sure you watch your kids when you're on this one. And it has perfect viewing of screens. So when you're catching a movie, relaxing, or watching your children swim, this is a nice pool. Just know it gets crowded. All right, let me show you some of the offerings here at Cabanas, and we'll start in the middle. Since from here, pretty much you're gonna get the same thing whether you go left and right. So in the middle, you can get premium coffee, and you should be able to get like mimosas or like a coffee with Kahlua's, Baileys. So that is available. So those are the offerings right there. Usually there's more selection, but it looks a little bit empty. So let's go to the left side. This is gonna be your fruit selection. These are gonna be your donuts. There's usually more selection, but it's towards the end. Hello. This is your croissant section. These are your proteins, bacon, sausage. Your baked beans and eggs are gonna be here. Sometimes you see omelets. There's all your pastries. So you got muffins, pound cake, all different kinds, blueberry, blackberry, or blueberry chocolate, sorry. All your danishes are gonna be here. And then you have your yogurt section. So you have like mango smoothies, blueberry, granola, a few different options. This is your deli section. So this is where you can get some salmon, cream cheese, some cheeses. This is where you make your custom omelets. So just talk to Lloyd and he'll hook you up. And then what's cool about Disney, unlike other cruise lines, is when you make the order, they give you this number, and then you tell them where you're sitting, and they'll bring it to your table. So no need to make a long line like a Carnival Cruise Line, for example. Thank you, Lloyd. This is your granola cereal station. So here's all your toppings. This is gonna be, so the cereal is self-served. Hello. All your chocolates are on the side. How's it going? I made. Hello, hello. So it's not no longer in boxes, which is more environmentally friendly. You just pour it from here, scoop it out, and then the milk is gonna be on the left side. Here's what's that? Yes. Just a little, quick review. Want to give a shout out? Got Carrie here from Grenada hooking it up with the cereals. Appreciate all the hard work. Thank you. So this is gonna be your fruit selection. So you got pineapple, melon, watermelon. I see some grapefruit here. All right, so now if we continue in this section, this is where you're gonna have your fried rice. So this is one of my favorite ones. I like to mix it with beans. This area tends to change, so sometimes you'll see things like Mexican hot pockets. So this is think of this as your rotational one. But usually I always see the fried rice. Looks like another cold meat station here. And then this is going to be your potato section, tomatoes, more eggs, more protein section, so your eggs, sausage and stuff. Looks like today they have biscuits and gravy. This section tends to alternate too. You'll see different items here. And then these are going to be your sweets. Bolson's breakfast. So this is where you're going to find your pancakes, your waffles. Today you can see it's just regular waffles, but be on the lookout for those famous Mickey Churro waffles. Those are available. Then here's your white bread, muffins, some spreads for your bread, whether you want to make it sweet or just add a little bit of whipped cream. Your butter is going to be here. More beans, baked beans, more veggies, hash browns. That's all available here. Another repeat protein section. Your eggs Benedicts are going to be here. Sometimes these are different offerings. And then more pastries on the left side. So you can see that there's a few repeat ones, and pretty much it's going to be the same thing on the other side. So that's Cabanas. And right behind Totally Toasted is where you'll find your oatmeal station. Forgot to point that out. Now let me show you the drinks. In terms of drinks, if you want Coke for your breakfast, you can totally do that, no judgment. It's all available here. Here's your selection. You got some juices, so you have looks like orange and apple. And then this is your coffee station. It's very similar to what's out there on deck 11 by the pool. Coffee, decaf, hot water. There's your half and half, honey. And then here's your tea selection right here. So one of the things that I like to do is I'll get chai tea and then I'll add coffee to that. So kind of make it like a dirty chai. So that's one of my tips. So if you like to mix it up a little. Couple of cool highlights in terms of design. They have this cool Nemo mural here, and then they have the clocks for like all the parks. So right now in Hong Kong is 9:30. Here we have Tokyo Disneyland 10:30. Of course, back in Florida is about 8:30. Here's California 5:30 a.m. and Paris 2:30. So they're just one of those cool designs. And then obviously when you come into Cabanas, make sure to always wash your hands. So you're gonna see you're gonna see stations when you come in, left and right. So if you're coming from the elevator, just sure to wash up. Hygiene is very important. If not, someone will remind you. In terms of sitting options, so you can sit in the back. There's open seating here inside. I always like to do it by a window, so you can be on the lookout for dolphins, or you can come here to the back and you get these gorgeous views of the ocean. So yeah, this is one of my favorite spots here to have a leisure breakfast. You can just see on a gorgeous day like today, just awesome. And when you're on port, you just get gorgeous views. So if the weather's nice, highly recommend come to the aft and have some breakfast. And on deck 11, if you want to satisfy your sweet tooth, Sweet on You is available for additional candy, desserts, gelato, cupcakes. Let me show you what that looks like. So right off the bat, you got these giant candies. You have some cool merch too, apparently, like Stitch cups, mini Captain cups, more giant candies. Very cool statue of Mickey and Minnie having some ice cream. Start on the left side, more giant candy. Here are some of the prices. So if you want the signature sundae, that's $12.95. You can get milkshakes, ice cream, gelato, 1 to 3 scoops. There's all the extras. And let me show you what that looks like. So these are all the different cupcakes. Happy birthday ones if you're celebrating the birthday. For $5 you can get a cool cupcake. Captain Minnie and Minnie cookies. It's a really cool treat. So a lot of these are similar to what you get at the park. Priced a little bit cheaper, looks like. Then here you have more macarons, cookies. Hello. Chocolate dip cookie ice cream sandwich. All kinds of sweets. Here's all your toppings. So this is gonna be what you put on your gelato. And then here's all your ice cream flavors. Try to get a quick peek there. So it's it's gonna be your standard strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, that type of stuff. So that's your regular ice cream. There's some sorbet too if you can handle dairy. Ooh, New York cheesecake ice cream. That one looks amazing. And then on the other side is gonna be these are your gelato flavors. So you can do gelato, regular ice cream, or sorbet. These are your cup sizes. You can also get these cool cones, obviously for an upgrade. And then for the signature sundae, that's gonna come in this cup. And of course you can keep that. So yeah, that's Sweet on You. So in case you haven't had enough ice cream from ice cream cones or enough desserts from dinner, if you want more, it's all available here. In terms of other included drink selection here on Deck 11, you have Coke Zero, Sprite, iced tea, ginger ale, zero sugar lemonade, and of course water. On this side, you have similar selection, plus you have club soda and orange Fanta. Then on the other side here, you have your coffee, decaf coffee, hot water. Here's all your milk, and then this is your tea selection. And then you have a similar station on the left. For quick service, we got Flo's Cafe. Let me show you the options. So first off, you got Luigi's Pizza. And you got things like prosciutto, 4 cheese, pepperoni, margarita. This is gonna be one of the latest offerings, so it's available until midnight. And here's a quick preview. It's pepperoni, prosciutto, and margarita. And if we go to the right side, we got Tomato Grill. And this is where you're gonna find your Lightning McQueen burgers, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. You got some mac. Still have chicken tenders, hot dogs. That's all available here. And Tomato Grill is open until 11 p.m. Then we have Fillmore's Favorite all the way to the right here. And this is going to have things like wraps, paninis, spring salads, French fresh fruit. So here's the selection here. So a bunch of wraps. That's all your fruit. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's your some of your sandwiches. And finally, we have Ramon's. So this is the new addition after Dry Dock. Ramon's Cantina, where you can build your own tacos or bowls. Choices of meat are beef, chicken, and then you have toppings such as fajita vegetables, rice, beans. You can add guacamole, sour cream, queso fresco, and Mexican blended cheese. So if you like chipotle, you're gonna love Ramon's Cantina. Over to the left side is where you have all your toppings. So you have your mustard, your ketchup, your mayo, barbecue sauce, different types of fillings. So you have like a salsa verde sauce, black bean, It's your jalapeno, the cantina salsa. So if what they're serving there is not spicy enough, you can just get something from here. And then all your toppings for your burgers are also here, as well as some additional options for bottles. Like I'm seeing tapatio there, chili sauce. So if you like something spicy, definitely something for everybody here. Just know that if you go to the cantina, they only have this salsa. So if you want these other ones, you got to come here. Here's another look at the options for salsa. So Fat Cat Caribbean Curry, Tapatio, and Tabanero, a sweet and spicy hot sauce. So nice options. Even a jalapeno hot sauce. So this is a lot more spices than I've seen like on the Dream before. So it's nice that they've added more options for those that crave a little bit more spice. In terms of drinking options, here on deck 11, you have three options. So the first one is Frozons, and this is where you're gonna find incredible smoothies like the Berrylicious, Mirage, the Synergizer, and there's also beer and then some draft. So here's a look at some of the beer that's available. How's it going, Damien? Of course, you can get the famous Dole Whip, and if you're feeling a little bit naughty, you can add some Myers rum to that for only $3 more. Makes it really good, huh? For draft, we got 1664. I think that's a lager. Is that right, Cronenberg? You got Peroni, and then of course they make cocktails here, full bar, right?
Full bar. And we also have snow cones.
Oh, and snow cones.
Yeah, we have snow cones. Here's my snow cone machine. And that's what you showed off in the beginning of your visit, yeah?
Oh, that's what the syrups are for. Okay, makes sense. Can you also spike the snow cones?
You can do whatever you guys want.
Nice. So this is your insider tip. Appreciate it. Thank you. Then if you keep going past ice cream, we have another mini bar right here, and these are the options. So you can get beer packages that start at $49.25 for 6 bottles. So it works out to about, I don't know, like $8 per beer, something like that, $8.50. So yeah, all these packages include the bag. So you can buy the bag on your own, or you can buy it as a package. So one way to look at it is, if you're gonna buy at least 5 beers during your trip, you might as well get the package because you also get the bag. So it's a better value. And then you can do different tiers, like their signature beers, premium beers. And here are some of the options. So you have White Claws, Heineken Zero. That's gonna be on your first tier, classic. And then you have your Guinness, Stripe, Heineken, Corona, Peroni. That's gonna be your signature beers. And for the premium, that's gonna vary. So just check to see what's available. And then of course you also have wines. And then this is the drink of the day right here? Okay. And this is the drink of the day, which today is?
Today is stingray. So this one has the pineapple and cranberry in it. And then with the spice rum, Captain Morgan, and the Midori, which is melon liquor.
Okay. So not surprising, today is Captain's Day, or sorry, Pirates Day. So it's gonna have spice rum. So not surprising. All right. So there's your drink of the day here. And for the drink of the day, you're looking at $7.50. So it's one of the better values in terms of cocktails. It's gonna change every day, so just look for that. And then finally, if you're looking for something on draft, today they have Meantime London, Anytime IPA, and Peroni. Now if you go to the other side, so just right across. If you walk right across, they're gonna have the same exact bars. So now this is by the Luigi's Tomater side. And it's gonna be pretty much the same selection. So you have the same, packages, same water, really same beer selection. So just pick whichever side you're closest, but it's gonna be the same. Oh, actually, it looks like the draft is different. Here they have London Pride and Saint Bernard. So the draft is a little bit different. Everything else is the same. There's the drink of the day. So yeah. So you have, so those are your 3 options for deck 11. So for kids that are under 4, you have, this is the Nemo's Reef area. And it's basically like a splash pad. So kids can just come here and get wet. Got this little fishes things. and a lot of water coming up, so you can play with this little thing, change the pressure. So yeah, it's cool. And then the other side has a slide. I'm not filming because there's kids, but yeah, pretty cool area for little ones. We go up to deck 12. This is where we have the famous AquaDuck. So before you come in, you can put your shoes here on the left side. That's what it looks like. During days when it's high wind, they're only gonna allow a few, you have to ride double. And you do have to be, let me show you the requirements. For the requirements, you do have to be 42 inches to ride with someone or 54 inches to ride alone. And then if you do want to film it, you have to have a device strapped to your chest. So just something to keep in mind if you want to film the adventure. Right now it's a 10-minute wait. This is part of it here. It's pretty cool. It's a very nice ride. Highly recommend it if you get an opportunity. Over to the back here, it's a more hidden area. This is the Aqua Lab. So if your kids are too old for the Nemo area, they can come in here. So this is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and it's a little bit hidden. Like there's not a lot of kids in here. In fact, I'm not really seeing any right now. So on the Dream, this is actually a bar. This is Voyage Bar. So I don't know if they took it out here, but yeah, it's basically a bigger splash zone. That's what it looks like. So this is for bigger kids. This is what it looks like on the other side. The other side of the Aqua Lab. So here we go. So yeah, it seems like a cool area. I don't think many kids know about it. It's been pretty empty every time I walk by. And then if we keep going up, this is where you see like the Goofy Sports Simulator, and then the mini golf is right here. So let me show you what that looks like. So that's on deck 13. So here's another view to the AquaDuck. That's where people start, and you come this way. A higher view of the Aqua Lab. This is Goofy Sports. So this is where you can play a game of basketball. Goofy Sports. You have a bench here for spectators. You're doing like a pickup game. Another view. Basketballs are provided, so you don't have to pack your own. Very cool views of the ocean here too. Then right behind the basketball court, you have Goofy's Golf. We can do a round of mini golf. That's open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. These are all the different size putts. You can get the balls right here. There's also a foosball machine. That's 1, 2. Here's what some of the holes look like. I believe it's a 9-hole course. I'll confirm here shortly. It's the back of the ship. Some really good views. So it looks like it's a 9-hole course, and then over on the other side, there's Goofy Sports Deck. This is the simulator. On each hole, you'll find this little book that tells you where you can aim it, just different strategies. So here's this one for 9. This is the final one. This is your hole 9. And let's come back on the other side to show you the Goofy's Sports Simulator. It's in this door right here. So there's other people playing, so I didn't really get to film much, but basically there's 2 giant screens and they feature sports simulators. Like you can play football, you can play golf. I didn't see what the other games are, but if you wanna, that one is an upgrade, so you can play a little bit more. I want to say it's like $10 to $20. You reserve a spot and then you can come here and do the games. There's also a ping pong machine on the back. That's another option that you have. Of course, on a windy day, it might be a little fun, but it is available at the golfing area. And that's pretty much it for deck 13. Another view at the basketball course here. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more teenagers playing at this time. It's really nice. Just another view here from the Aqua Lab. The nice Mickey logo right there. It's a very beautiful day right now. It's just a little bit windy, so hopefully the sound is coming through okay. Check today at deck 12. They're playing the Red Panda movie. Just another angle of what it looks like from deck 12. So if you just want to chill, sunbathe, watch a movie, it's a nice area to do so. This is a cool area for photos. And then here pretty soon is where you see the division between adults and the family zone. This is still considered the family zone. And then here, of course, you have the funnel puddle pool. I think this is one of those, so this is it's very shallow. So I think on this one, you're not, yeah, if they're not potty trained, your kids can come to this one. So I think this is one of the few ones where you can do that, other than the Nemo splash area. And this is what it looks like. So it's just kids can just sit and enjoy. Sometimes there's even music performances here in the middle. So be on the lookout for that. This is also a nice area for if you're like sailing away from a city. If you just want like a nice area to chill. Come grab a drink from your room. Love some lounge chairs. And you get some cool views of any departing city. So I recommend it. So this is the Satellite Falls area in deck 13. It has one of the best views, but right now because it's too windy, it's actually close. But this is really nice sitting here when it actually works. It's just windy right now, so I guess it's close. And then over there is the concierge area. And if you come over to this side, to the very back, so you can see Jen right there. Come over here. We can get to the most forward section of the ship. There's actually some cool views here. This is at Currents Plus, and Currents is going to be on deck 12, so it oversees the adult area. So on a sunny day, it's very nice to hang out in here, have a drink, and just enjoy the scenery. If you come at 12, you can hear the horns right there. Obviously they have a lot of sparkling champagne stuff. Here's some of the options. Here's their white selection. This is their red. So about average 10 to 20 per glass. And this is a martini bar, so here's all their cocktails. So you got a lot of classics like the Sidecar, the Gibson, Negroni, the Rob Roy, Gimlet, Singapore Sling. So yeah, lots of options, and best part is the view. Or if you come outside, really lovely too. Also, if you smoke, the right side is going to be your smoking area. Left side, non-smoking. Thank you.
Oh, they have that special table.
Oh, the special table. This is the bench area. Let's see, it looks like goes up to 65 pounds. Oh no, 70. So yes, no excuse not to build muscle here. Also your kettlebells, balance machine. You have a rowing machine. If you are looking for water stations, you don't want to go to Cabanas, Deck 11 at the gym, some good options, as well as some water, some fruits, and then of course if you're working out, there's towels available. So over in the adult area, this is what the spa looks like. So during the day, there's really good views of the ocean. Obviously right now it's dark, so you don't see it, but very cool place to chill and get away from the crowd, more relaxing. And here are the hours. It's open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And finally, in terms of bars, you have the Cove Cafe. So this is a very chill area to get some work done, grab a coffee, maybe grab a cocktail. So let me go inside and show you some of the offerings. Here's some of the seating at Cove Cafe, so very chill area. It's a little bit dark right now. Here's some of the other seats. And similar to the Cove Cafe, they have small snacks that you can get after 5 p.m. The offerings are very similar to Vista Cafe. I think one of the big differences is that it's a more secluded area. Obviously, it's 21 and over, and they seem to have a bigger alcohol selection. So here's some of the selection. So you can see they have a lot of good whiskeys. This is a nice area here in the back to get some work done. I've seen a bunch of people sit here with their laptops and just work away. It's a very nice chill area. This is, I guess, where some of the accessories for old fashioned, but I think they do old fashioned tastings here. So yeah, great place to chill without any kids. Have a good coffee, cocktail, drink, just enjoy and have a good time. Here's a quick look at the laundry. So if you're, for these long sailings, if you want to keep your packing minimal and do your own laundry, it is available. So you can see a few going here. And basically you can pay with your World of the Key card or with your room key. And it's, I don't remember the cost, I'll try to overlay it here. But basically you're gonna just tap your room key, put your clothing in here, and just press run. And then when you're done, you can dry it here too. And then I think it notifies you on the phone when the washer or the dryer is ready. These are some of the different locations. So we're deck 7 forward. But yeah, these are all the other options. And then they do have detergent available that you can buy. So you can see here Tide, Snuggle. And these are available for, it doesn't say how much. But $1. So yeah, very convenient. So for us, we pack for 1 week, and then we'll do like one load or two of laundry. It's also worth noting that at some point they'll offer you there's a deal where they'll do the laundry for you. For $25, you get 30 items. So something else to
And
keep
on
in
the long
mind.
sailings, they do that twice. You get 2 of those offers.
Yeah. So if you don't want to bother with it, you can just wait for that and do it a couple times.
Like for us,
So the timing works out.
We do the big stuff in the offer, and then little stuff throw it in the washer.
Right, like underwear, socks. That's what we do because it dries the quickest.